I'm a midwife. I spend every day taking care of families and I see how much they're struggling. People are really ready for a change in Toronto-Danforth. They are tired, sick and tired of 10 years of the same Liberal MP who's really let them down. The Liberals had said there was an arms embargo with Israel, and then lo and behold, arms were sold again to Israel from Canada.
So tell me something that you love about Toronto-Danforth.
Yeah, I mean, it breaks my heart that in a country as diverse as Canada, that there is a rise of hate, and there is. The food. We have some of the best food in the city.
Assalamu alaikum, I am Ahmed Ramadan from Muslim Network TV, and this is GTA Muslims Today. I'm standing here with Clare Hacksel, running in Toronto-Danforth. Clare, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
So my first question to you is, what's motivated you to get involved in politics this election cycle?
Oh gosh, there's so many things. I think the big one is the cost of living, affordability, and taking care of families. I'm a midwife. I spend every day taking care of families and I see how much they're struggling with the cost of living, with unemployment, with the cost of daycare. And these are things that, we can really make a meaningful difference on and change people's lives, but we need the political will to do it.
So why have you chosen to run with the NDP?
Oh gosh, well the NDP is the party of working people. From our very starting to then turning into the party that brought in universal health care. As a midwife, obviously universal health care is really important to me, and it's just the party that shares all of my values.
So you've obviously been speaking a lot to the community and knocking on doors. How has that experience been?
Oh, it's great. I mean, people are really ready for a change in Toronto-Danforth. They are tired, sick and tired of 10 years of the same Liberal MP who's really let them down. She does not hold her government accountable to promises that they make and then walk back. Earlier in this election, the Liberals had said there was an arms embargo with Israel, and then lo and behold, arms were sold again to Israel from Canada, and our MP has been silent on this issue, and she won't even take questions on it. And frankly, people in Toronto-Danforth expect better. They expect their politicians to be accountable and to take questions from constituents.
So you live obviously in a very diverse neighborhood and community. Do you feel like there's been a little bit more fear in regards to what's taking place in the US and some of the Islamophobia and the situations that's unfolding?
Yeah, I mean, it breaks my heart that in a country as diverse as Canada, that there is a rise of hate. And there is. There's a rise of Islamophobia, there's a rise of anti-Semitism, there's been backlash against LGBTQ people. And it breaks my heart because really what Canada is so great at is when we come together, respect differences, and work together to make our country stronger.
So tell me something that you love about Toronto-Danforth.
The food. We have some of the best food in the city, from Little India to the Danforth to down in Riverdale where I live. There's so much great food from so many different cultures here. And I just think that's a real reflection of the diversity of our community, and that there is so many different people who are bringing their culture, their food to our community, and we're sharing together.
So maybe after the election, we could come down and you could show us some of these spots and we could highlight them for our viewers. But my last question to you is, if you have a message for our viewers this election, what would that be?
My message is that we can do so much better. We can have politicians who stand up for human rights, who are working to make housing more affordable, who are going to protect $10 a day daycare and pharmacare and health care. But we have to elect them. And in Toronto-Danforth, that means voting for Clare Hacksel on April 28th.
Clare, thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And this is Ahmed Ramadan for Muslim Network TV and GTA Muslims Today. Please stay tuned for more videos and more interviews, and let us know in the comments below other areas that you want us to cover in Toronto. Assalamu alaikum.